Hey everyone, it's Johnny here. So this week has been a very important week for me. My company, Seed, has turned 10. So 10 years of running a company. So all the way back in 2011, Seed was formed by myself and Dan. I think we were in Istanbul at the time. And that's when the idea for Seed came about. I think it was about 3 a.m. after a few beers, and we came up with the idea. And then 10 years later, here we are. It's just been an amazing experience. I've learned so much in the last 10 years. I've had some incredible times. And like most businesses, there's been hard times, there's been challenging times. But all in all, it's been a really, really incredible experience for me. I remember when I was young, this is really young, I used to say out of my career, I wanted 3 things. I wanted to be creative, I wanted every day to be different, and I wanted to be my own boss. And I'm so blessed that now in my career that I am creative. I work around some incredible creative people. Every day is completely different. There's no 2 projects that are the same. And I'm my own boss, which is really, really cool. And so I feel really, really fortunate to be in this position. So I had to think really hard this week about the 10 things that I've found the most important through this last decade. And I'm going to run through these with you now. So hopefully they'll help you and support you within your organization. Or if you're starting a business, hopefully they can be little nuggets to help and guide you. So the first one is having a plan. So you can't just ad hoc a business. You can't just get up every day and just freestyle it. You've got to have a plan. You've got to have a plan what you're doing that day, that week, that year. That could be financial. It could be the work that you're doing. It could be the clients that you're looking for, how many customers that you're trying to attract, or how much turnover you're trying to produce. But you've got to have a plan. Second thing is no knee-jerking. So running a business is quite an emotional experience. Like I said, you have good days, you have bad days. And you're going to meet and work with a lot of people along the journey. Some people you'll really get along with and they'll become amazing friends. And some people are going to really, really challenge you. And some days you're going to get an email or a phone call or a conversation that's going to rub you up the wrong way. It's going to make you really probably angry or frustrated. And say the email comes in and it really gets you going and you want to write an email straight back. The key is don't knee jerk. Don't let anyone disrupt you or ruin your vibrations. So if you start writing that email, don't send it. Just write it out. And about 24 hours later, revisit that email and see if you still feel the same, because I can guarantee you won't. Again, in real life, around people, maybe someone might say something or do something that really frustrates you. Just leave the room, walk away, calm down. The next thing is being yourself. I can honestly say it's taken me about 10 years to be myself in business. I think for the first decade, I always tried to be someone else. I always tried to present myself to the world that wasn't quite me. And I think business can do that to you. I think you have this idea of what a business person should be. So you create this personality or this profile of yourself that probably isn't true. And over the years, I've peeled back the layers. And now I hope that when I present myself on camera or when I meet people the first time, you're meeting me, you're meeting Johnny. Trust your gut. So in business, you're going to have to make a lot of decisions. You're going to make good decisions and you're going to make bad decisions. And you're going to meet a lot of people and you're going to have to kind of think on your feet a lot. Now, often when we're making decisions, we make a decision with our heart and with our mind. So you've got to make a decision with both. So you've got to look at the details, you've got to look at the facts, but you've also got to go with your instincts. And now, often when we speak to people, they will show us red flags. And it's taken me a long time, but I can identify certain flags now, certain little triggers and certain things that people say or do, which is a red flag. And when you see those red flags, listen to them, understand them. So the next thing is skills pay bills. So there's two ways of looking at this. There's your own skills. So that's improving your knowledge. It's improving your skill set. It's about getting better and growing as a person. But it's also about your team, the people around you. So bringing people into your team, into your organization that have better skills than you, that increase your skill set and can just take your organization to your team to the next level. It's all about pushing the envelope and just getting better and better. The next is shared vision. So if you've got a vision for your organization and your business and you know where you're going, it is so crucial that people feel the same. It's really important they can see where the business is going, and you have shared beliefs, you've got shared values, you all know how hard it's going to be to get there, and you're all driving in the same direction. Because if people aren't going in the same direction, who have different visions, at some point it's going to clash, and at some point that's going to cause conflict and tension. So the next thing is yin and yang. And for me, this is all about philosophy within your organization and about how people work together. So it's important that you've got different types and styles of working within your business. So you might have people that are more operational, you might have people that are more visionary, but you need to get a healthy balance between different disciplines, different ideas and different ways of working. Because if you just have the same people with the same mindset and the same sort of ideas, you tend to find that causes conflict and disruption. But when you've got people within your brand and within your organization that do things in different ways, that kind of diversity, then you tend to find that works better as a collective. The next thing is agility. So I've mentioned this a few times in my latest videos about being fluid. So you've got to be able to roll with the punches, especially now with everything that's going on in the world. You can't be rigid, you can't be static. So your business model needs to be fluid and your whole business needs to have agility. And it's the way that you work, it's the way that you think. You've got to be able to move and gel with everything that's going on. Second to last, it's all about staying healthy. Now, this doesn't just mean physical health, which I do believe is really important in running a business, but it's all about emotional health. It's all about spiritual health as well. So if you are running a business or you're part of a leadership team, you've got to try and keep your mind and body healthy. And you've got to look out for each other. You've got to make sure that everyone else around you is being healthy, because you're going to go through tough times. You're going to go through some hardship. And when you do go through those times, you're going to need to be strong in your mind and strong in your body. And that health will carry you through those difficult times. Now, the last thing is quite simple. It's gratitude. And I always try and stay grateful for everything that I've got. I feel really blessed for the last 10 years and I've met some amazing people. I'm really grateful for everyone that supported me and supported Seed. So I want to say some thank yous. First thank you is to Natalie. Thank you so much for helping me and supporting me and being that critical friend. Thanks for having a shared vision. Thanks for being my yin to the yang. I couldn't do it without you. So firstly, thank you to you. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my mum and my dad for having me. But also thank you for supporting me through this journey. You've been a rock and I really appreciate all the support that you give me mentally and emotionally through this crazy time, and I really do appreciate it. Big thanks to Dan for 10 years ago to helping come up with the idea of Seed and getting the business going. It was a great time, and I still remember that time in Istanbul where we came up with the idea of Seed. So thank you. Thanks to Chris for working with me for those years and supporting me and developing the training side of the business and being my wise counsel when I needed you. You're amazing. Thanks to all the freelancers and all the creatives and all the people that we work with. There's so many of you to mention. You know who you are. I couldn't do it without you. You know, Seed is who it is because of you and the incredible work that you produce. And thanks to all my friends and all the people around me that support me and help me. I really appreciate it. You've helped me through the bad times and you're there in the good times. And here's to the next 10 years. I can't wait to see what's around the next corner. I can't wait to make another video in 10 years and talk about all the other new things that I'm going to learn through this journey. So it has been a roller coaster. It has been incredible. And I feel really, really happy to be part of this crazy journey. But as always, be useful, be kind, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.